The subject of social studies can mean a whole range of different things to different people. To some, when they think of social studies, they think of geography and maps. Others, history. Some think about politics and the economy. Others still think about the field of psychology, which has as much to do with social studies as it has with science. Since I'm going to be a social studies teacher, it's important that I know what social studies can do for people and what it means for them. Of the many things social studies can do and mean, it can teach you about different cultures, world history, and how our nation works. But to gain a better understanding of what social studies means to others, I asked a few of my friends.
I think social studies is important because it's great for kids to know geographically where things are. Also, I think psych is important because people need to know how the brain works and why people do what they do. And also with government economics, it's great for students to know how the government works, and their rights and stuff if they need them.
History and social studies is important so we know what our past was so we don't repeat our past. Economics is really important so we know how cash flows through our economy.
I think social studies is important because history shows you where you've been and where you could go and the issues that have happened in the past so you don't repeat them again in the future.
I think social studies is an important subject to learn because I think from the past you can learn to build a better future, and from that it just teaches us not to make the same mistakes, and to ignore that is just a mistake, and it's just you need to learn it, I think.
To me, social studies is one of the most, if not the most important subject in a school environment. It's important that we as students and teachers know these things. Knowing our history gives us the context behind works of fiction, and it gives us the ability to relate and compare our own experiences and knowledge to the events in the book. For example, if one didn't have the knowledge of the history behind the literary classic Crime and Punishment, then one would not be able to understand the complex themes and social commentary. However, a background in social studies doesn't just help out in language arts. Social studies can also provide us insight on how various scientific and mathematical theories have developed over the ages. These theories can also give us insight on the social and moral views of the times, like the difficulties Darwin had in regards to getting his theory of evolution accepted. Social studies is also of great value when examining art. Social studies can tell us about how the piece was created, as well as the background of the artist who created it. Finally, social studies has an everyday use, since a basic understanding of the economy and government can help us to understand things like why the price of gas fluctuates, or why candidates' decisions would affect you. Geography teaches us how to read a map, which is helpful for all kinds of things, such as giving someone directions or figuring out where you are in the mall. These are just some of the many reasons why social studies is so important to me. But no matter the reason, I see social studies as an incredibly important subject area, one which teaches about not only the world around us, but the human race as a whole.